Welcome to this week's edition of Eye on the Eagles. The women's basketball team pulled out a tough road win last Wednesday, topping Palm Beach Atlantic 63-60. The Eagles trailed by 11 points, but were able to outscore the Sailfish in the last two quarters to rally for the win. Mercedes George posted a double-double in the game with 13 points and 14 rebounds, while Sabrina Whiting scored 23 points and had 4 steals. On Saturday, the Eagles fell to Rollins 71-57. George again posted a double-double in the game, her third of the season, with 12 points and another 14 rebounds. The men's basketball team suffered a pair of losses this week, falling to Palm Beach Atlantic 72-66 and to Rollins 97-93. Against the Tars, the Eagles made a furious comeback in the final minutes of the game to climb out of a 14-point deficit. But Rollins made its free throws down the stretch to claim the win. Dalton Barnes scored a career-high 31 points to go along with 4 steals and 3 assists in the contest. OG Milkovic averaged 18.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists between the two games, while freshman Skylar Hogan recorded a career-high 13 points against the Sailfish. Baseball opened up the 2016 season last weekend, hosting Palm Beach Atlantic in a 3-game series. The Eagles won the first game 2-0 and the second 6-1, but PBA topped the Blue and Gold in the final game 18-12. Corey Tufts got the win on Friday night, tossing 7 shutout innings, while Dylan Damaris earned his first career save. In the second game, Matt Jacobs recorded the first home run of the season for the Eagles, clobbering the ball over the left field fence to drive in 3 runs. In the high-scoring third game, Jacobs drove in 5 runs while going 2 for 5 at the plate with a triple. The women's tennis team opened the spring season on Saturday, falling to Division I Campbell 9-0. The men's tennis team also faced Campbell on Saturday, coming out on top 7-2. The men swept the visiting Camels in doubles matchups, while Denny Schmock, Carlos Becque, Juan Ortiz Corder, and Rodolfo Orege won their respective singles matches, with Becca scoring the clincher. The men's and women's track and field teams traveled to compete in the KMS Invitational on Sunday in Birmingham, Alabama. Richard Maku broke the school record in the triple jump, setting the new mark at 14.65 meters. The distance medley relay team of Ryan Larson, John Denihe, Emerson Tyler, and Adam Lawrence finished second ahead of a handful of Division I schools. On the women's side, 7 Eagles set new personal bests, including Caitlin Jocelyn, upping her best marks in the weight throw and shot put, while Samantha Morton hit a personal best 3.05 meter clearance in the pole vault. Alex Orr and Yanina Helwig each set new marks in the mile at 5:18.72 and 5:36.88 respectively. Following last weekend's action, Richard Maku and Mercedes George have been named Student Athletes of the Week. Coming up this week for ERAU Athletics, the men's and women's tennis teams face off against Bethune-Cookman. The women face the Wildcats on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m., while the men play Wednesday at 3:30 as well. Also on Wednesday, the men's and women's basketball teams host Tampa, with the women tipping off at 5:30 p.m. and the men to follow at 7:30. Baseball hosts another series this weekend as they take on Florida Memorial. The first game is Friday at 6 p.m., with a doubleheader Saturday beginning at 1 p.m. Friday also marks the grand opening of the ERAU softball stadium. The Eagle softball team will see its first action of the season, facing Kaiser in a doubleheader at 4 p.m. On Sunday and Monday, the women's golf team competes in its first tournament of the spring season. The Eagles travel to play in the World Golf Invitational hosted by Flagler. Tune in next week for more game highlights and a look ahead at what's to come.